Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Camping with Ed. So this weekend, as you can see, we're in my backyard. So we decided to have a backyard camping adventure. So my son and I decided we're gonna put up the tent, we're gonna have a campfire, have a nice camping meal, we're gonna roast some marshmallows. Of course, it's not a Camping with Ed episode unless we have a cigar review. So of course we're gonna have a cigar. So I hope you all had an amazing week, and I hope you all stay tuned. Cue that music. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do before we get anything started is we're gonna get this fire going, because we're gonna make a nice dinner that's gonna take a little while to cook, and I wanna get this fire and some charcoals on that ground. So I'm just gonna use, again, one of these starter logs. These are my go-to. I like them. Just gonna put it right in between here. Use the torch. And in no time, that fire's gonna be up and ready to go. Well guys, for dinner tonight, we're gonna have a very simple campfire dinner. I'm gonna roast some hot dogs on the open fire, on a spigot, and I'm gonna make some slow cooked beans out on the fire. Now these beans, I'm gonna doctor up a little bit, so let's jump into making these beans to get them all prepared and ready to get on that fire. Okay guys, so all we're gonna do for these beans is I'm gonna take a can of beans. These are the Walmart brand. You can use any brand you want. I'm gonna take a foil container. I'm gonna dump the beans in there, and then we're gonna add some more stuff to doctor it up a little bit, to make it, give it a little pizzazz, let's say. Everybody has a can opener when they go camping, right? Oh, that's a lot of beans. Okay, so we got the beans in the container. I'm just gonna set them there, and then we're gonna add to it. The first thing I'm gonna add is some onion. That's a must. So let's go ahead and chop up an onion. Hot dog and beans, that just says camping, right? That's a great camping meal. Got some on me. Okay, so let's just cut some wedges here. This knife's probably not the best knife for it. I'm just gonna dice up this onion. Doesn't have to be perfect. It only has to be as perfect as you want it to be, because this is for you. No one else is gonna eat it, unless you got company or guests or something. And then you almost wanna make it uniform. So let's take these onions, throw those in there. I'm gonna do another wedge. Pick it up a little bit. There we go. So we got the onions in there. Then I have some leftover jalapenos. These are the nacho pickled jalapenos. I'm just gonna go ahead and add that right to it as well. Just gonna dice up these jalapenos that are here. So basically I'm making like a jalapeno barbecue baked bean. And I think that the vinegar in this is going to help the beans. So we're going to add the jalapenos. The next thing I'm going to add is a little bit more brown sugar, just to doctor it up some. Throw that in there. And then finally, I had some leftover barbecue sauce, so we're going to add that as well to make them a barbecue baked bean. There you have it, guys. We have the beans, we have the brown sugar, we have the jalapenos, we have the onion, we have the barbecue sauce. Now let's just combine it all. As you can see, guys, that fire took off great. I do love those fire starters, and they're reasonable. You could get them right at Walmart in the camping aisle. Well, we have the tent set up, we have the beans all prepared, we have the fire going. The fire still has to go down a little bit before I can get the grate on there to get the beans cooking. So I thought this was a perfect opportunity to have a cigar. First, let's have a step two. Step two today is going to be a Diet Coke from McDonald's. My wife stopped and got a drink on the way home. One of the benefits of camping in the backyard. Man, those are good. Okay, so cigar today, it's another one of our channel favorites. It's from Punch. We've had this cigar a couple times on the channel. It's a premium cigar. I do enjoy it. It's a mild cigar. It's not very strong. But again, it's the Knuckle Buster from Punch. Let me go ahead and get it out of the wrapper for you. So there you have it, the Knuckle Buster. This one's the Shade. It's a lighter brand. It's a lighter cigar, lighter wrapper, Connecticut wrapper. They also have a Knuckle Buster that's a Maduro. Those are my favorite, but they're hard to find around here, so I'm just gonna have this Shade. So today we're gonna use a straight edge cutter. I did speak about these different cutters that are out there. There's also another one called a Perfect Cut. Now, as you can see this, there's a back to it, so it doesn't go all the way through. That's why they call it a Perfect Cut. This one, on the other hand, you can see right through. So we're gonna use the straight, or just the cutter. You're just gonna go to the back, find right where the cap is, where you wanna cut, and just cut. There you go. So we got the cigar. Let's use our torch lighter. Again, this is one of those Drew Estate ones that I got with a deal at the cigar shop. We're just gonna go ahead and light this up. It's not a bad cigar. Not my favorite, not the worst, but for a premium price point, it's worth the purchase. I mean, it's not that expensive. They're pretty reasonable, and it's a premium line cigar. Punch makes a great cigar line. I mean, as you can tell by the cigars I smoke on the channel, a lot of them are Punch. Father's Day's this weekend, so I'm hoping all the fathers out there are gonna spend some time with their kids and their families. I'm very much looking forward to spending some time with my son. We're camping out tonight. We went fishing today. I'm gonna throw a video in here of him catching a couple fish. It was fun. Didn't catch too many, But it was still a good time. And then we went for a walk. He rode his bike out on the parkway. It was a good time. Camping's just a great way to connect with your family. It doesn't have to be your kids, but it's also a great way for personal solace. You can go out there by yourself and just reconnect, re-energize, get back to where you want to be. There's just something about camping that just is great. Clearly, we're not out in nature. You can hear the highway behind me, but it's still nonetheless a camping environment, and I make my environment nice. Well, I'm gonna sit here and enjoy this. I'll follow back with you guys when I get the fire up to snuff, up to par, and get those beans on there to start cooking. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Well, there you have it, guys. The barbecue baked beans and hot dogs. Hey guys, that dinner was phenomenal. Those beans were amazing. It's amazing how you could just take something simple like already prepared baked beans and elevate them to make them your own by adding a little jalapeno, adding a little bit of onion, brown sugar, barbecue sauce. You really do make those your own, and they were phenomenal. Still enjoying my cigar. Starting to get dusk. It's hard to tell in the camera, but pretty soon we're gonna make dessert. And my kids, my stepdaughter and my son are very excited about dessert tonight because we're gonna make s'mores. But they're not gonna be like the normal s'mores you guys make. We're gonna elevate them, just like we did the beans. We're gonna make these s'mores our own. So stay tuned, guys. You might like these. So I'll follow back with you guys in a few. Well, it's time to make s'mores. But tonight we're gonna mix it up a little bit. Instead of using graham crackers, we're gonna use chocolate chip cookies. And instead of using regular marshmallows, we're gonna use marshmallows stuffed with chocolate. And we're going to add another piece of chocolate on top.
There we go, finally.
Let's take a look inside the tent. Here's our setup. Got a power station all set up. Got some candles. Have some lights for the ambiance. We got a fan. My son's already in his little cocoon. There goes my area. Got a nice rug. Looks good. Well guys, it's about 9:30. It's getting a little late, getting a little dark. Fire's dying down. Showed you the inside of the tent. I'm gonna go in the tent, relax. It's nice and cozy in there. Call it a night. Wake up in the morning, make some coffee. I'll touch base with you guys in the morning. Have a good night, guys. Well, good morning, guys. It's about 6:45 in the morning. My son's already up, so I'm up. I'm up early anyways. Got the fire going. Well, it's trying to go. We had some rain last night, so everything got damp. Made some coffee this morning. Got my Camping with Ed mug. Cheers, guys. That's good. It's nothing better than that first cup of coffee in the morning, let me tell you. But, so today we're just gonna go ahead and take down the camp, take down the tent, get everything back to normal. I really appreciate you all coming along with me on these adventures. Hope you all have an amazing week, and I'll see you on Tuesday. Take care, guys.